Hello again, everyone. This is Steve Taylor, part of Nerd Pod Generations. I'm one of the co-hosts of that awesome podcast, which you can find every week on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. If you type it into Google, you can pretty much find it on any podcast distribution site of your choice. We are a very nerd-centric podcast dealing with everything pop culture. I am the old fart of the group. Al is a little over a decade younger than me, so the two of us have different perspectives, but we agree on a lot of stuff, which is a very entertaining way to just spend an afternoon, spend an evening, and I highly recommend checking. We are going to be, we're in the 40s now as far as the amount of episodes we have, so there is a huge library for you to go through and pretty much pick us apart, let us know how everything is, let us know if it was great, if it was bad, whatnot. This is my second YouTube video. We are currently adding YouTube videos to our brand so people can not only hear about our loves of individual things as far as nerd culture goes. We're also, hoping to, if we have an idea, a thought, and we want to get it out to you, that we're just going to make these short videos so you can hear what we have to say. If you agree, great. If not, great. Definitely leave us comments, questions, whatnot. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you can get all our new videos. I just did one, the previous one was about the movie Fallen. I know Al has done one about the Blues Brothers. This one is going to be a little special to me, though. I need to talk about Ivan Reitman. Ivan Reitman just recently passed away, 75, 76, I can't remember exactly the age. I believe he was 75 or 76, died in his sleep. For those of you who don't know who Ivan Reitman is, he is a classic comedy director. We're talking director and producer, Animal House, Dave, Ghostbusters. He's done 3 with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Twins, Kindergarten Cop Jr. His DNA is in modern day comedies. From what he helped create in the 70s and 80s is leaked into our modern day. On top of that, his son is also a producer, writer, and director. Just directed the new Ghostbusters Afterlife, which his dad was a producer on. Ivan Reitman to me has a very special place in my heart because he directed my favorite movie of all time, which is Ghostbusters, 1984. I saw this movie so many times. I saw it at least 6 times in the movie theater, and at home on video, I've seen it hundreds, if not thousands of times. There was a point, even in high school, where I could, word for word, from start to finish, just within a half hour, 45 minutes, say the entire movie. I would do it during classes to piss off my teacher, but make people laugh next to me. I love this movie. And Ivan Reitman, being the director, producer, and one of the co-writers of it, I can never thank him enough for what he's given me with that. It's always sad when somebody goes, nowadays, to say someone who's 75 went too soon. It's not a stretch because people are living in 80s, 90s. I mean, Betty White just passed at 99. So somebody at 75, and I know he was currently helping in the production. I believe he was also directing Triplets, which is the new Arnold Schwarzenegger sequel to Twins, which has him, Danny DeVito, and I believe Tracy Morgan is attached now to be the third member of the film. Once again, it's Triplets, so they find they have a third brother. It's just sad to see him go. It's, for me, movies has been my life. Movies has been my life since I can remember. I mentioned the last video that I had seen Jaws when I was a kid, and I remembered I'd seen Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. I've seen all the Indiana Jones movies in the theater. I saw Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2, Beverly Hills Cop, Die Hard. You name a classic from the 80s and up, and I've probably seen it in the movie theater. And some of my greatest memories were revolved around film. And the big thing with me with Ghostbusters is not only was it my favorite movie, but it was something my mom and I did together, because she's the one that took me every time to see it in the theater. I have seen it, when I say I saw it 6 times, that was when it was released. I've seen it 2 other times when it's been re-released in the last decade, but I'm really counting that as just the first. So my mom took me all 6 times, just me, to see that movie. And I'll never, ever forget it because of that as well, because that was, it's a huge bonding thing. It's something that'll always connect me with her. Luckily, my mom and I have had a lot of we've seen a lot of great films together, and we still, to this day, cannot make it a visit without mentioning something about Moonstruck, which I'm going to go into Moonstruck on a different video. When somebody like Ivan Reitman, who's had such a grip on these memories, passes, it does, it makes me sad. It does something to me. It's almost like a distant relative passing, somebody who I've never met, but I love because they're part of my family. And that's pretty much how Ivan Reitman was. So, I wish his family, his friends, all the best, all my love, all my thoughts. And I hope that the day comes where he gets his due as far as what he's done for modern comedies. When a lot of people talk about influences, in whatever genre, for some reason his name is not brought up. And I think what he did in the 70s and 80s really did shape what we see nowadays. And I love him. I can't thank him enough. And I thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.